Remember when Disney went psychotic with direct-to-video sequels? They figured out the formula to make a lot of money on low-quality, poorly written films, and they just made a sequel for everything, like overnight. Most of these movies were arguably horrible. I will say though, The Lion King 2, the one with Kiara and Kovu, was pretty epic, and the 2 additional Aladdin films weren't half bad either. They still weren't on par with their predecessors, but they complemented the source film well and made sense. You can tell which sequels were given a lot of effort and which ones were just reaching out for a quick paycheck. Tarzan and Jane. Seriously, don't defend that movie. Jane had female visitors from England show up in the jungle to try and rescue her. Like, that would be a thing in the 1800s. But a question I'm hit with a lot is, do the sequels count as canon material for theories? Now, when I do a theory, I generally only take the major theatrical releases into account. While I don't like to dismiss sequels because they're out there and it's all that some people know, but having boundaries and definitive continuity is important for establishing a theory. My biggest problem is that when you have an animated sequel made years after the original, none of the creative team is returning, and it's based on nothing but a cutesy idea like, hey, let's give Quasimodo a girlfriend. Hey, let's see ladies' puppies mess around. Hey, let's pair Dumbo up with other baby animals in the circus and get them lost in the big city. Okay, Dumbo 2 got canceled shortly after John Lasseter came into the picture, and to me that just goes to show that Disney knew these sequels were not quality work. Personally, I consider most of the direct-to-video Disney sequels on the same level as a character appearing in Once Upon a Time or Sophia the First. By that, I mean that yes, the character appeared in that piece of media, but no, it's not really part of their story. We don't watch Beauty and the Beast and go, hey, the Beast is actually Rumpelstiltskin, do we? So these appearances are more like a bizarre, alternate timeline, if anything. There have also been tons of Disney shows and shorts that aren't really canon either. Timon and Pumbaa, Princess Enchanted Tales, Sing Me a Story with Belle, and hey, remember The Little Mermaid? I mean, her TV show was pretty awesome, but when compared to the movie, it doesn't maintain continuity. If Ariel really had all these deep connections with friends in the ocean, I don't think she would have followed her heart. I think she would have fallen in love with Urchin or another local merman that she grew up with. Seriously, the impression that the Little Mermaid film gives us is that Ariel had flounder and that was it as far as friends in her life. If told to choose between a fish or love, hey, I'd choose to chase the cute guy too. But if we're talking about going after a guy that we're jonesing for and giving up a ton of deep, meaningful friendships, I don't know, that would be a much harder decision. The entire reason Ariel was so keen to leave her world behind is because she was different and didn't fit in at home. You can't really be an outcast while simultaneously being best buddies with everyone. So yeah, great show, but it's like an alternate universe from the movie. And even in The Little Mermaid 2, Ursula has some long-lost sister they trudge up to be the villain. But when Ariel goes back under the sea, where is Urchin? Where are her other mer friends that the series showed her having, like the deaf mermaid? These same characters are also not found in Ariel's beginning. There is such a disconnect between the original movie, the direct-to-video sequels, and the television show that sometimes they just can't all work together. Most of the Disney sequels have the same problem, which means that these Disney sequels are more of an exploitation of beloved characters to get a quick paycheck rather than cherished Disney masterpieces. And that doesn't mean that every theatrical Disney movie is great, because has anyone suffered through Home on the Range before? But all in all, for the context of this channel, if I appear to be ignoring a direct-to-video sequel when I theorize, it's probably because I don't feel that the sequel has enough quality behind it to be taken seriously. Not being a good movie is one issue, but grasping at straws for concepts and lacking all continuity can't be considered canon in a lot of cases. Well, that's all I have for now, but this video's not quite over yet. We're expanding, so I have to plug our other channels. Total, we have the Fangirl, dealing primarily with movies and shows, Say Halo Goodbye Gaming, and the Family Vlogs. Links are in the description, and we would love to see you at all 3 channels. Okay, I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to like, subscribe, and share this video. We have tons of material across our various channels that you are fully encouraged to go check out. And if somehow you can't get enough of me, please connect with me on Instagram at sayhalogoodbye or Twitter at @the_fanily.